Previously had one of the major air conditioning companies does a lot of advertising on the radio and TV come out, and they told us our air conditioners were shot and it was going to cost over $12,000 to replace them. They said we needed to, if the builder put substandard size on, we need to go up to 2 5-ton units. Well, we knew our air conditioners were on their last legs, so we were definitely interested in getting a bid on replacing those. And just overall, the house was uncomfortable. It was hot. This room here in particular has a west-northwest exposure, so it's very uncomfortable around dinner time. So did a little research on the internet, thinking about solar, putting some insulation in the attic, so on and so forth, and actually stumbled across Horizon Energy. We decided, well, we're gonna have to get new ACs, but what else can we do? Solar panels, more insulation, and
it made sense to get an energy audit rather than just going by what someone else who wanted to sell their air conditioners to us told us to do. And that's when Mackenzie and Brad had a few phone conversations, and he said there would be no cost to us to come out to just take a look at the house. He had some equipment, do some tests, and that sounded like a great idea. There was no cost to us, so hey, why not? Let's see what he can put together.
Brad was actually so enthusiastic on the phone, definitely more so than the typical salesperson that we spoke with. The science, the logic just made a lot of sense to us, so we rolled the dice, went with it, and it's been phenomenal. A number of really helpful suggestions. For example, on the east side of the house where the offices are, we had a lot of rock out there, so he suggested putting some landscaping in, softening it to absorb the heat, so we did that. But the biggest thing was we put the TCM product up in the attic, which reflected the heat out of there. We had a German fan installed, so whenever the attic temperature gets up to 100 degrees, all that hot air is vented out. We put a load controller on the house, so we were able to control the amount of electrical usage. The most amazing thing, the most stunning thing to me was that we actually put smaller air conditioner units on the house than we originally had, that everyone was telling us was undersized. We went with smaller units. The other thing that was really cool was we put a skylight in, and the just visually it was so dramatic. Just having all this bright, healthy sunlight coming in, just natural sunlight, it brightened up the room. It just made our granite countertops just look like they were brand new when we saw them in the showroom. We were so pleased with it that we actually put a second one in our living room. Just awesome.
In 2008 of July, my usage was at 513.84, and in July of 09, this past July, it cut it down to 238.42. So I was paying $338 on the equalizer plan per month all year long, and I was able to get that reduced down to $126 this past January, and we still have $979 in credits built up because our bills have been so low.